Good day, class. So our topic for today is all about the multiplication and division of radicals. Objective is to illustrate multiplication and division of radicals. Okay, so first, multiplication of radicals. So again, let us recall that the product rule for radicals is that for any real numbers a and b and any integer greater than 1, so the nth root of A times the nth root of B is equal to the nth root of AB. If n is even number, then A and B must be non-negative. So again, mamumultiply natin yung mga radicals kung meron silang same index. Okay, dapat pareho yung index nila para mamultiply natin sila. For example, so we have square root of 2 times square root of 5. So they have the same index, which is 2. Kaya we can multiply them. So we can have square root of 2 times 5. And 2 times 5, that is square root of 10. And then check if we can still simplify. Now, meron bang perfect square factor si 10 na greater than 1? Okay, wala naman na, di ba? So this is now the final answer. Next, we have cube root of x times cube root of y. Again, we can multiply them because they have the same index, which is 3. So we can have the cube root of x times y. And x times y, that is simply xy. So we're going to have cube root of xy. Okay, can we simplify? No, kasi pag dinivide natin yung mga exponent ng radicand sa index, hindi sila magiging whole number eh. So, 1 divided by 3, that is 1/3. So, stay pa rin siya. Okay, and then 1, also 1 divided by 3, ganun pa din naman. Kapag mas mababa yung exponent kaysa sa index, nandun pa rin siya sa loob ng radical. So, this is cube root of xy. Okay, so let us multiply the following and simplify if possible. So, we have 6 square root of 3 times 4 square root of 15. So we can multiply this because they have the same index, which is 2. So if we're going to multiply this, ganito lang siya. Coefficient sa coefficient, radical sa radical. So coefficient muna, 6 times 4, that is simply equal to 24. And then square root of 3 times square root of 15, that is square root of 45. 3 times 15 is 45. Now, check natin yung radical. 45, meron bang factors? Meron bang perfect square factor si 45? Okay, ang sagot dyan ay yes, because 45 have a factor of 9 times 5. So, 9 and 5, and 9 is a perfect square. So, we can have here 24 square root of 9 times 5. Okay? And then after that, kunin natin yung square root ni 9. Square root of 9 is 3. Since may 24 na sa harap, multiply lang natin. 3 times 24, that is now equal to 72 square root of 5. Ito na yung final answer natin. Next, we have square root of 3x times the quantity of square root of 12x plus 4. So kapag ganyan, i-distribute lang natin si square root of 3x kay square root of 12x plus 4. So first, we're going to multiply square root of 3x times square root of 12x. So number muna, 3 times 12, that is equal to 36. Then x times x, that is equal to x squared. Okay? And then plus square root of 3x times 4. So kapag radical at saka whole number i-multiply, parang pinagdidikit lang yan. Mauuna si whole number, nasa labas siya. So, kasi ang kanyang radical, ang coefficient ni square root of 3x is 1 eh. So, parang 1 times 4 lang yan. Kaya magiging 4 square root of 3x. Now, check natin kung pwede natin masimplify 36. So, 36 is a perfect square. So, ang square root niya ay 6. And x squared, let's try to divide the exponent by the index. So, 2 divided by 2 is 1. Ibig sabihin, ma-extract din natin yung x squared. Okay, the square root of x squared is equal to x. Wala namang remainder, kaya ibig sabihin, wala nang matitira dito sa radical. So, simply we have 6x now plus 4 square root of 3x. We cannot combine this anymore, right? Unlike terms na sila. So, ito na yung final answer. Next, we have the quantity of 3 square root of 2 plus 1 squared. Kapag ganyan, we can express this as two binomials. Okay? Kasi diba, that is also equal to 3 square root of 2 plus 1 times 3 square root of 2 plus 1. So kapag ganyan, simply apply lang natin yung FOIL method. So first, 3 square root of 2 times 3 square root of 2. Again, coefficient sa coefficient, radical sa radical. So 3 times 3, this is 9. And then square root of 2 times square root of 2, 2 times 2, that is 4. So we're going to have 9 square root of 4. And then 3 square root of 2 times 1, obviously that is 3 square root of 2. After that, inner na tayo. So 1 times 3 square root of 2 is also 3 square root of 2. 1 times 1, so plus 1. Then let's simplify. So square root of 4, this is 2. So times natin kay 9, 2 times 9, that is 18. Okay? So 18 plus 3 square root of 2 plus 3 square root of 2 plus 1. After that, we can combine this, right? Like radical sila kasi they have exactly the same index and radicand. So 3 square root of 2 plus 3 square root of 2, add lang natin coefficient. 3 plus 3 is 6. So we're going to have 18 plus 6 square root of 2 plus 1. Then, we can also combine 18 and 1. 18 plus 1 is 19. Therefore, final answer will be 19 plus 6 square root of 2. Okay? Next one. Okay. Number 4. Let me erase this. So, again, ang final answer dito will be 19 plus 6 square root of 2. Okay? Next, last, number 4. So, we have square root of 5 minus square root of 3 times square root of 2 plus square root of 5. Again, dito, ang kailangan lang natin gawin ay i-FOIL method din sila. Okay, so square root of 5 times square root of 2. So simply 5 times 2, that is 10. So we're going to have square root of 10. Square root of 5 times square root of 5. So 5 times 5, that is equal to square root of 25. And then negative square root of 3 times square root of 2, that is negative square root of 6. Then negative 3 times square root of 5. So 3 times 5. So that is now negative square root of 15. So negative square root of 15. And then after that, try na nating i-simplify. Okay? Meron ba tayong pwedeng ma-simplify dito? Si 10, wala siyang perfect square factor. Same with 6 and 15. But 25, square root of 25. So 25 is a perfect square. So the square root of 25 is 5. So we're going to have square root of 10 plus 5 minus square root of 6 minus square root of 15. Okay? So, arrange lang natin sila. Okay, actually parang descending order. Laging inuuna natin is yung whole number. So, magiging 5. And then yung mga positive na, okay, a-arrange natin yung positive na mga square roots. Okay, so una muna si positive 10, and then dito kay negative, okay. So actually kasi, 'di ba pag negative, kapag mas mababa kasi yung value niya, mas mataas. 'Di ba? Pag mababa yung, kaya negative 2 and negative 3, mas mataas yung value ng negative 2 kaysa kay negative 3. So here, ang uunahin natin will be negative square root of 6 and then si negative square root of 15. Okay? So this will be our final answer. Next. Next one is we have now the division of radicals. So again, recall natin, quotient rule for radicals. So for real numbers A and B, with B not equal to 0 and any integer n greater than 1, then the nth root of A over the nth root of B is equal to the nth root of A over B. If n is an even number, then A and B must be non-negative and B must be positive. So basically, in quotient rule, we can divide radicals again if they have the same index. For example, we have square root of 75 over square root of 3. They have the same index, so we can write this as square root of 75 over 3. And then simply divide 75 divided by 3 is 25. So we're going to have square root of 25, and the square root of 25 is equal to 5. Next, we have the fourth root of x raised to 5 over the fourth root of x. Same index, so we can divide x raised to 5 over x. Simply, if we're going to divide variables, we're going to subtract their exponents lang, diba? So 5, pag x may 1 yan, so 5 minus 1 is 4, meaning we're going to have the fourth root of x raised to 4. Then simply divide the exponent by the index. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. So meaning, final answer is x. Okay, but remember class that according to the condition, di ba, in order to get the simplest form of the radicals, bawal magkaroon ng radical sa denominator. Kaya kung may radical pa sa denominator, we need to rationalize it. Okay? So ito yung pagra-rationalize para matanggal yung radical sa denominator. Okay? So, rule, to rationalize the denominator of a radical expression, multiply the numerator and denominator by an expression that will give an nth root of an nth power in the denominator. So, basically, kailangan kasi ang goal natin is maging same yung power at yung root, okay, ng radical dun sa denominator para matanggal yung radical. Okay, kasi again, in condition 3, no radical appears in the denominator of a fraction. So for example, we have square root of x over 3. So we can write this one as square root of x over square root of 3 because we cannot simplify this, right? But again, hindi ito pwede kasi meron pa tayong radical sa denominator. Okay, so basically kapag monomial lang naman yung radical sa denominator, okay, simply multiply the numerator and the denominator by the value of the denominator. Okay? So, ano ba yung denominator natin? That is the square root of 3. So, multiply mo lang sila, both numerator and denominator by square root of 3. Okay? Ganun lang mag-rationalize kapag monomial yung denominator. So, we're going to have x times 3. So, that is equal to square root of 3x all over square root of 3 times square root of 3. So, 3 times 3, that is 9. So, we're going to have square root of 9. Square root of 3, hindi na siya pwedeng ma-simplify. Simplest form na yan. But, square root of 9, pwede. Because the square root of 9 is equal to 3. Okay, so since, di ba, wala nang radical sa denominator, so this is the final answer. Na-rationalize na kasi natin. Okay? Next, we have square root of 3 over 7. Again, we cannot simplify this one. It's already in simplest form, meaning we can also write this one as square root of 3 over square root of 7. Again, may radical sa denominator, so hindi pwede yon kaya ira-rationalize natin. Since monomial, again yung denominator, so simply, dito nyo lang i-multiply both numerator and denominator. Meaning, we're going to multiply them by square root of 7. Okay? So square root of 3 times square root of 7, that is square root of 21 all over square root of 7 times square root of 7, that is square root of 49. Okay? So, square root of 21, meron ba siyang perfect square factor? Oh, wala na. But, square root of 49, that is equal to 7. So, this will be our final answer. Okay? Next, we have 3 over square root of 2 plus 1. This time, okay, binomial na yung denominator natin. Okay, actually, hindi na din naman ito masisimplify. We cannot divide 3 over square root of 2 plus 1. But we need to rationalize. But this time, pag binomial yung denominator, okay, at may radical, we need now to get its, ang tinatawag na conjugate. Okay? So, di ba yung conjugate, kukunin natin yung conjugate ng square root of 2 plus 1. Okay? So now, ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng conjugate? Okay? So, pag conjugate, yung binomial, ang gagawin lang natin, i-change lang natin yung signs. Okay? Between the two terms. So, ibig sabihin, if this is square root of 2 plus 1, ang conjugate niya will be square root of 2 minus 1. Okay? Yung gitnang sign lang yung ating change. Bakit? Para mawala yung radical. Kasi actually, pag sum and difference of two binomials, magiging square of binomials kasi yon. Okay? That is under the, actually, special product siya. Okay? So, meaning, we're going to multiply both numerator and denominator by square root of 2 minus 1. So, square root of 2 minus 1. So, we have here 3 times square root of 2. This is now equal to 3 square root of 2. 3 times negative 1, that is negative 3. All over. So, this time, papakita ko muna sa inyo yung FOIL method. Okay? So, square root of 2 times square root of 2, this is square root of 4. Square root of 2 times negative 1, this is negative square root of 2. 1 times square root of 2 is positive square root of 2. Then 1 times negative 1, that is negative 1. After that, so we have here, dito, hindi na natin yan simplify. Tama? So, as is na yan. Okay? Or kung gusto nyo, pwede nyo naman unahin negative 3 sa harap. Okay? Kasi yung arrangement. Okay? So, we have here square root of 4. The square root of 4 is 2. Okay? And then, we can combine this. But, you notice, we have negative square root of 2 plus square root of 2. So, ibig sabihin, combine natin yung kanilang coefficient. This is actually negative 1 and positive 1. Different sign, kaya subtract. 1 minus 1 is 0. So, meaning cancel na yan yung middle term. Okay? And natira pa si negative 1. So, 2 minus 1 is simply 1. Right? Ibig sabihin, we have here now 3 square root of 2 minus 3 over 1. Since 1 na yan, so we can have 3 square root of 2 minus 3, or we can have negative 3 plus 3 square root of 2. Okay? So, ito yung ating answer. Gets? Okay. But actually, kapag kasi conjugate, okay, ito yun yung sum and difference. Pwedeng i-multiply mo na lang first terms times first terms, last terms times last terms. Kaya square root of 2 times square root of 2, square root of 4. And then 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. Square root of 4 is 2 minus 1. So 1. Ito na yung magiging denominator nyo. Kahit hindi nyo na i-FOIL method. Kasi nga, special product yan eh. Okay, ayun kasi yung goal natin. Kaya minumultiply natin by its conjugate para nakakancel yung middle term. So, nawawala yung radical. Okay? For number 4, we have 5 over square root of 7 minus 3. Again, its conjugate will be square root of 7, but this time plus 3 na. Kailangan laging iba yung signs. Okay? So, multiply both numerator and denominator by square root of 7 plus 3. So, square root of 7 plus 3. So, distribute 5 times square root of 7. This is 5 square root of 7. 5 times 3. This is now plus 15 all over. So, dito, since conjugate naman, multiply mo na lang yung first terms and then yung last terms. So, square root of 7 times square root of 7. That is square root of 49. And then negative 3 times 3. That is negative 9. Okay? So, meaning, we're going to have 5 square root of 7 plus 15 all over square root of 49, that is 7 minus 9. Combine lang natin, 7 minus 9 is negative 2. We're going to have 5 square root of 7 plus 15 all over negative 2. Actually, di ba bawal yung negative sa denominator? Kaya, lagyan nyo lang sa gitna. Okay, but since binomial kasi yung nasa numerator, lagyan mo ng quantity. Okay, kasi parang i-distribute dapat si negative dito sa dalawa. So, meaning, we're going to have negative and then naka-quantity na lang siya. Okay, so this is what? Arrangement o 9 sa 15 plus 5 square root of 7 all over 2. This is the answer. Okay, para si negative, i-distribute natin. Okay, so yeah, this is our topic about the multiplication and division of radicals. Bye.